Welcome again to my commentary on Big Ward. Today, Big Ward is talking about the lies of society, and I have some criticism about that. Also, he speaks of other things about getting a job and having a job and stuff like that. You know what? Sometimes big, I always think they're right because they're big, or they could do whatever they want, mentally, or physically, emotionally. But they gotta understand it's limited to being a big guy, whether you're tall or weight wise or muscle wise. And sometimes it doesn't correlate to thinking. And I'm not trying to sound disrespectful, but sometimes I think the bigness of some dudes gets to their brain, just like women's beauty gets to their brain, gets to their way of thinking. He makes some good comments here, but other comments it leaves open to criticism and to my commentary. So without further ado, let's begin his video, and I'll comment it as I go along, or as we go along here. Okay. All right. Give me a second. Let me see what he has to say. I seen half of it. I didn't see the other half. So let's I'm gonna rewind it back, and then I'm gonna give it a look, or take it step by step, and stopping and reviewing. Okay, and commenting. All right. Hold on one second. And also, I'm sorry, but it's 8 o'clock at night and I'm hungry, so I'll be eating in between all that too. All right. I don't got a good pretty woman to cook for me. They all want to be. They all want to. All the girls want to. Young girls want to be beautiful, but they don't want to. Be nice to a guy. Oops. Embarrassing. Hold on one second. All right. This is where I'm gonna start commenting on. All right. Watch this.
April Fool joke every day, not just April 1st. Life gives us April Fool every day of our lives. From the time
Wrong. All right. Wrong. Here we go. Number one. If you're a fool, you literally are a fool if you allow life to fool you every day. That means something is terribly wrong with you. All right. Something else I was gonna say. Hold on. Okay, I'm sorry, guy. I forgot what I was gonna say to that, but yeah, you're wrong. Okay. I mean, how smart you think you really are if you allow life to fool you every day. All right. Maybe something's wrong with you. You need to get examined. All right. Sorry to tell you. All right, let's continue.
we were born to the time we will die, that we die, life ain't waiting to April 1st to say, April Fool. In other words, you thought it was something that it wasn't.
All right, here we go. This is where being a big, tough guy, tough black guy comes in. He just finished that. He just finished saying that since he was born, life has been an April Fool joke every day. But what I'm gonna do? Let me allow him to express that, and then we'll get into the commentary and the criticism. All right.
See, in life, I was told that if I work hard, apply myself, do the right thing, treat people right, people will treat you right, April Fool.
Well, see, that's the problem, bro. That's the problem. You got two problems going against you. Number one, you live in the South. You live in a small town, a small country, small, small country, big city town. Well, not a big city, but a small city town. I think he's in Alabama. I think he's in Birmingham or Selma, Alabama. I forget. Okay, you live in a country town. Yeah, yeah. Technically speaking, in the South, that's how they think. Pretty much that's how everybody goes by. But I've been down south before, and there's always one or two pookies that you have to smack the you know what out of in order to comply to what you just said. Sad, but it's true. Anyway, number two. No, your mother is right. You're supposed to do that for the most part. I mean, just like not all black people are lazy and in jail. Not all people, in this particular case, in his town, was mostly probably black, is bad people. You got to treat them with respect. But you gotta be smart enough not to treat everybody with respect. Well, I take that back. You gotta be smart enough to treat everybody with respect. But anybody treat you, but there's gonna always, you gotta be smart to know there's gonna be people who's gonna not respect you, and that's when you gotta put hands on them like Jesus. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You should know that by now. For the most part, it's true. I'm sure your grandmother has said that to you once or twice, Mr. Big Ward. So yeah, and not for no big word. You got other things to say about this, but there's other issues with you too that you have mentioned in your previous videos that you should have learned. You should have learned that you're black in a southern town, and how you start off is how you're going to end. Whether you're in a small town, small city, or a big city like Los Angeles, Detroit, New York, or Philadelphia, or Chicago. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna allow you to continue and see what else you have to say, because you live in a small town, bro, and a lot of good ideas don't always get passed around in a small town, you know. And those ideas would have told you you got to treat people how they treat you. You understand? All right, let's go. He's gonna say some more about this. Let him say some more because he's Big Ward.
Did somebody tell you that? Did your parents tell you that? Treat people right, and people will treat you right.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
April Fool.
Not really, no.
Show people respect, and people will respect you. April Fool. Do right, and right will follow you. April Fool.
For the most part, it's true.
Don't cheat on nobody if you don't want nobody to cheat on you. April Fool. You can be as faithful as you want to be and still cheat. You can be a cheater and they be faithful.
Okay, listen. First of all, Big Boy, this is where the big boy, big head syndrome come in. Big black guys come in. They got more muscle than they got brains. Okay, you're supposed to do all that, but you know what's the bottom line to this? This whole conversation, Mr. Big Ward, is that you're supposed to have principles. Okay, and you're supposed to have a little intelligence. If you have less muscle and more intelligence, you won't be making videos. You'll be a millionaire. And he's gonna get into the millionaire thing soon towards the end of the video, and he'll tell you why, and I'll explain. Hopefully, I don't have to explain, but he should tell you. Mr. Big Ward, you should know. You're supposed to do all those things for anybody, but you're supposed to be smart to know who not to do it for. In the case it's gonna flip, you're gonna do something right for the wrong person, and you gonna do something wrong for the right person. All right, so let's come on, do some common sense, do some basic deductive reasoning. Okay, you want to get ahead in life. Companies and places will test your deductive reasoning. This is how you reason things out, Ward. You're gonna be stuck driving the truck until you're 97 years old. All right, bro. Something else I want to say, but it slipped my mind real quick. But anyway, go ahead. Let me continue. You know, yeah, and you're supposed to pick the right woman. And in your small town, you're not gonna find them. That's why it's good to be a truck driver. Hopefully, you drive around Alabama, maybe outside the other states, the nearby states of Alabama. You might find somebody. But picking a woman in your area is slim pickings at best if you want to find the right one that won't cheat on you and blah blah blah. Okay, this is use some common sense, some deductive reasoning, and some cognitive knowledge. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
April Fool. Go to school. Work hard. Get your education so you can get out of school and get you a good job. April Fool.
And at some point, he's right about that. Those used to be good old sayings. It's really good for a certain ethnic group with lighter skin color, and even for the Latino ones who come in here, it's good for them for the most part. But yeah, that saying is a little bit outdated for dark skinned people, and he's gonna get into more. I think he got into more into that. I think I got into a solution for that, in one of his past videos that I commented on. But in this president video, he's gonna comment on another solution, which a lot of those ethnic groups that I mentioned or I was persuading to have done and is doing. And but once again, when we talk about the last video, Negroes and the silly tribes don't know how to act, and so they will step on you like they did when we was enslaved and chained up in Africa and brought to Brazil and the United States and the Caribbean. All right, believe me, it wasn't all the mayonnaise people fault. It was some else fault too, especially the kings and queens over there. But anyway, I don't want to get too much into that because I commented on the last video, so check that out, all right? But here it goes. Here we go.
They say hard work pays off. And then you find out.
Yeah, that's me too sometimes.
It ain't what you know.
That's right. Here we go.
It's who you know.
That's right. And you know, I've been down south and I seem like a southern thing. Because a lot of companies don't advertise. So you be wondering how people get jobs. And boy, you answered right here in this video. But anyway, hold on 1 second. I can get something to eat. Finish eating. And all right, 1 second.
For food. So now I'm talking to the port worker the other day. Good people. I ain't gonna say his name out of privacy and whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you,
Better tell me.
stuff.
I ain't playing.
So I want you to know who I'm talking about. But he worked for the port APM Terminal Mobile. Shout out to APM Terminal Mobile. Get me in there.
Get Big Ward in there.
Get your boy in there, Big Ward.
Yeah, get him in there. Big Ward gonna beat me up if he don't. Thank you.
So I'm talking to him right.
So he can get more girls.
I
You
see
ain't
him
pretty,
every day.
homeboy.
He
Anyway.
speak, good guy, no attitude.
Which is
Can I
rare.
help you what you need? Blase.
Which is rare, but go ahead.
But I know that he don't do nothing.
Well, because he's smart, Big Ward, unlike you.
Not that he riding the clock. Not that he trying to get over. He ain't hiding, he ain't sleep.
He's smart.
His job requirement is he ain't got to do nothing, for real. He do something periodically.
My
But
man.
it don't require him to work hard.
My man.
When I tell you,
Type of guy I like.
he probably have to fight to stay woke. Have to find something to do.
My type of guy.
Blue Moon got to go do a little something. And I ain't talking about no back-breaking work, nothing.
My man. And this is the part I like. I'm not trying to be funny, and I hope YouTube don't ban me over this, but this guy's probably white. He didn't mention his ethnicity, but I'm just saying he may be a little bit mayonnaise on the bread, it's on the wheat bread. So, yeah. But it doesn't have to be, but he didn't mention ethnicity, so I was just wondering. I wonder if this guy, is lighter skin like this. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I should have paused it, right? Yeah, so. But he's going to mention this guy's, he's going to swap this guy's benefits package. So, yeah, I'm trying to make something like that. It would be nice. And right into retirement. I got 10 more years on retire, but I want to get a second job. The MTA, Long Island Railroad, they turned me down. I think it was the interview process. I mentioned on another video. I don't know. I mean, granted, I didn't have my hair cut, but I tried to make it nice because I couldn't get my barber. And there was and the interviewer was just said he wasn't black and he wasn't white. So he was one of the ethnic groups in the Asian community, put it like that. All right. So I think that was the reason why I didn't get it. They claimed it was my qualification, but my qualifications got me the interview. So how my qualifications stop me from advancing to the next level of this job hiring process? And I believe I'm overqualified. I'm gonna be honest with you, but yeah, I think I'm overqualified. I think he's probably gonna leave. He's gonna leave my job, which pays more. I got pretty much the same benefits, but I think Long Island Railroad has a little bit more. But the pay would be almost half. So they think, why you want to leave that? I'm trying to get 2 jobs, not 1. And I don't think they really like that, but they don't know that. But you know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, let's talk about this guy. I'm sorry, I deviated a little bit.
When I tell you, job is easier
Than
than
sleeping?
taking a nap.
Damn.
Taking a nap is harder than his job.
Oh!
$64 an hour.
Ooh! That's what I'm talking about.
Benefits out the ass.
I thought you what? The wazoo?
Get overtime after 8 hours. You don't have to wait to 40 hours at the end of the week to get overtime. I think they get, he tell me he get overtime after 8.
The 8
So
is.
say he worked 10 hours today.
Sound like my job. Sound like my job a little bit too.
He
Wow.
already got 2 hours overtime.
My
What's
man.
time and a half of 64?
That's right. $90. $90-something dollars. 92, I think. But anyway, I think you just said that, right? All right. Anyway, go ahead.
So now at $64 for 8 hours.
My man, what's wrong with that?
$600 a day.
That's
Or
beautiful.
better.
Pretty much.
On a regular day.
Pretty much.
5 days a week.
Pretty much. In Alabama
No
too.
college education.
That's like he's like a millionaire in Alabama.
No figure.
Retired from what?
I said, bro.
You already
How you
retired.
gonna retire from a job that you ain't doing nothing? You already retired at work.
My man, I like that type of job.
Work hard, they said.
The president of the United States is talking, but I'm gonna continue with this. Someone else is watching it, but I don't want that to interfere with my YouTube video. 1 second again. I want to iterate this point that he said, but only a lucky few can get those type of jobs, bro. So it's not really an April Fool joke. You just wasn't lucky enough, and not for nothing, bro. You started your life all kind of late. You was selling, you know what, at a very early age, walking around. Then you was the tough guy. You I don't even know how tall you are, bro, but I'm gonna assume that you're 6'4" and 220 plus pounds. So you was more worried about your height, your stature, and doing illegal stuff instead of trying to get a job and start of life working hard. You know what I'm saying? So stop worrying about what else somebody else is doing, and stop scheming and scamming, and worry about what you need to be doing. But go ahead.
A job that you ain't doing nothing. You already retired at work.
That's beautiful to have a job like that.
Work hard, they said.
You did say that.
Hard work pays off, they said.
And they do for a lucky few.
One of the men.
He's about to say something. I think it's a little ignorant, but college is good, but it's not for everybody. There's other things out there that you could be doing. You know, if you catch a lucky break, take it. You know, I hate to keep saying what the other tubers are saying, but yeah, you can go to trade school too. But look at yourself and look at the world and try to find your place in it. Once you know you know the type of world you're in. Like I said, from a small town to a big city, if you know where you at and you know who you are, you'll find your place. You're just gonna have to align yourself with it. That's all. It's not about rah into things and situations. It doesn't work like that, bro. That's what I'm saying. Big guy got this rah mentality all the time. Stop. I hate that with a passion, man. Ugh. But he's gonna expound on certain things and keep being intelligent and keep learning. How's that sound? But keep your eye on the prize. Sorry.
He make double they pay, if not triple.
God bless him.
With no student loan, no student debt. They told you to go to college, get your education, blah, blah, blah. April Fool.
Be strategic in life.
Life is one big April Fool.
Not really.
Eat right.
Don't let life fool you.
Drink your milk. Eat
Supposed
your
to.
vegetables. You're
Supposed
going
to.
be big and strong.
Yeah, you will be.
Instead, you ended up with stage 4 cancer.
But I don't know how you got stage 4 cancer. I don't know if I got that part of the clip, but listen, you're supposed to eat right regardless. That's not the point. Let's say this guy lived to be 50. He could have only lived to be 35 if he didn't eat right. So, come on. Be reasonable, Mr. Big Boy. You're supposed to be big for a reason, right? Okay, so be smart, be intelligent, be strategic, be wise, be logical, be thoughtful, and be yourself. You know, don't worry about too much what everybody else is doing. To keep an eye on them, but don't worry about too much of what they're doing. Do what you're supposed to do based on who you are. And who you are, like once again, and who you are in this world that you're currently living in. You start off life not too good. Listen, the exception is not the rule. Some people start off real bad and end up great, but that's the exception. Is not the rule. The rule is to follow basic principles and take it and carry it on. You might have to do some tweaking, some slight adjustments, but you're supposed to take them and carry it with them everywhere you go. That's all. Be strategic. Be intelligent. All right. Be logical. Be flexible. That's why I said once again, this big rah 6 foot 200 pound plus guy. I'll be rich. I'm gonna do anything I want. I'm gonna just go out there and try to get things done. No, even tall buildings, as rich as they look, they're very flexible. They have to be. Anyway, I'll let him continue. His 6 foot, 200 pound self with all the big muscles, but still working a trucking job. Yeah, tough guy. Take it easy, all right. Once again, Mr. I'm 250 pounds and 6'9" tall. Why should he do? Why should this poor guy who makes all this money and have all these benefits and have all this non-working activity of a job? Why should he give you a job as opposed to anybody else that have asked him, or as opposed to people he know? What makes you so special? You're not even pretty. You know what I'm saying? How you not even hiring like that? I mean, I don't want to take it too seriously, but people say I take things too seriously, but you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you started off like the way your mother told you, all right? But you doing other things. Anyway, then you want somebody, you're like a typical woman. You want somebody to say you're 50-something years old. Like, are you effing serious? Come on, bro. Yeah, come on, take it easy. I hope you just joking, but if you're not, you skipped over a lot of principles in life. You should go back and try to find them and harness them and use them. All right, and don't forget you're in a small southern town, bro. You know, all right, small southern town, small southern state. You know what I'm saying? How far you think you're gonna get with this color of skin you got? How long do you think you're gonna get? You gotta look like a mean, aggressive attitude. You know what I'm saying? And so you never know. These guys might be smiling in your face all day, but it doesn't mean they like you. Take it from me. I live in New York City. Haven't seen me every day. I work for a union, and they smile in your face all day, but they hate my black ass, and not because I'm black neither. You know what I'm trying to say? Or you can get a job, a great job, like my sister got her brother, which is my brother, a job. My sister hates me. My brother hates me. But hey, but why not just, and they hate my mother. But my sister smiling her face all the time, came up and checking her mail all the time. What the hell's going on? Come to find out, she's opening up my mail, looking through my mail to see where I work at, and use that to get my brother, who hates me, seriously, like, if he can kill me, he would. Oops, see, if he can unalive me, he would. And got him a job using the mail and information in the mail and the information in the mail of my mail, but going behind my mother's back to do it, but smiling in her face. And he couldn't get a job, but he had a CDL, but he couldn't get a job because of his criminal record. So how you gonna hate somebody so much? You mean you hate my mother, but you hate me 5 times more. But you're gonna go behind her back and to steal the mail, look through it, just to get your favorite brother a job? Because he's a bum? He's an idiot? He's extremely immature? Bro, folks, this is what you gotta go through in life. And I'm in New York, and I'm in Staten Island, New York, and this is exactly where this happened. Anyway, I hate to use family dynamics to kind of coalesce this whole video, but yeah. This is the evil you gotta deal with in life. But good luck finding that poor guy finding a job for you. Anyway, let's go ahead, alright?
I'll congratulate you. As a matter of fact, get me on. Help your boy out. Do me a solid. Do me a favor. Help! I need a job in the port.
Me too.
Thank you.
Me too. Listen, people. He's about to make a very good point. I want you to listen to this and listen to it carefully. Some people need this, and some people don't. I do, but I got lucky, I got smart, I got strategic. This is how I got into a job that I'm in. But unfortunately, I need a second job because my so-called union, they right now times are kind of good, but prior to this, it was iffy. I worked 6, 7, 8 months out of the year, sometimes 4 months out of the year, but yeah, usually it's 5, 6, 7, 8 months out of the year. So, but I still need a second job just in case, because this boom times is not gonna last forever. When Trump gets out of office, I truly believe the next administration might be Democratic. It's gonna open the floodgates of migrants and all these so-called tough guy men that come from countries that failed them, but they're tough guys here, and they're gonna start taking on all these construction jobs and those other jobs that would allow me to have a second job. So basically, I'm trying to look for a second job. I just still can't believe. I know I said this 1,000 times, but I still can't believe with no true logical reason why the Long Island Railroad MTA turned me down. But anyway, that would have been an excellent night job. Excellent. I would have 4 girlfriends instead of a half of one. Anyway, he about to make a good point, and for him it's very important because I've been in the South, and yeah, I've been told quite a few times in various ways, is who you know out there, and not what you know. Not even where I'm from. You think New York, I could come down there and get in drop off, blah blah blah. Now you better know somebody. Yeah, you gotta know the right somebody to get the right job. Cause you might get a McDonald's job, or a deli at a clerk. I mean a clerk at a deli, or working at a gas station. But to get the right job, yeah, you better know somebody, and they better like you. See, I don't know nobody. Nobody really likes me like that. Yeah, that's another story. One day I get into. If I told you because of jealousy, because of my looks, you probably won't say, oh, "Okay, you bullshit." You know, you blowing smoke out of our ass. You don't know what you're talking about. What makes you so this and that? So I'm gonna leave it alone. But my experience tells me, yeah, it's my looks that makes men feel like they're 5 years old. So I know you don't believe me. You don't have to. But let's move on, right? So he's gonna tell you the key component of getting a job, whether it's in the North or the South. You know what I'm saying? So, or the West. Here we go, all right? Very important. But hear him very carefully. I might have repeated it 1,000 times. So listen to what he has to say very carefully.
Because now, I realized a long time ago, it ain't what you know, it's who you know.
The oldest
Your
adage in the world.
degree don't mean nothing if you don't know the right people.
That's right. The old adage. That's right.
Have you ever learned a skill? Like for me, when I went and got my CDL, thinking I'm gonna just come go get me a job and just drive off into the sunset.
That's what I kind of like
couldn't
doing too.
find a job nowhere. They told me I ain't had no experience. But I'm like, how am I gonna get experience if you don't hire me? And then I see some other folks that I went to school with, they was working. I say, man, how you get on and I couldn't get on? My homeboy.
I hate that phrase, answer. I hate it. I hate it.
I got a CDL.
I don't have a homeboy.
I didn't have no experience. He didn't have no experience. What he had that I didn't have, a homeboy.
That's right.
It ain't what you know, it's who you know.
I don't have no homeboys.
So instead of focusing so much time,
And all the homeboys I know, they ain't really homeboys. They're smile in your face homeboys. And they ain't got shit and they're not intelligent. And I don't know why dudes that are not too bright, ain't got nothing going for themselves, always attracted to me. I don't want to be your friend. I need smart, intelligent, well-connected friends. I don't need friends that are broke, busted, not too bright. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that. I need friends who could do for me. And I'm getting tired of attracted to friends that are not too bright. I guess, like I said, once again, people think by my looks, they think I'm stupid. I'm not too bright. I'm slow. I'm not intelligent. But when they find out that I'm the exact opposite intellectual-wise, that's when everything shit go downhill and they treat me like I'm shit because they want to feel better than me. Believe me, it's a theme song. If you watch this on my channel, you're going to find out soon. Because I'm going next week into the union hall. This week I'm going to the union hall look for a job. And I'm going to start making technical diaries, audio diaries of anything that bad that happens on my job. And I'm going to show you step by step, day by day, hour by hour, how I'm being treated, where it's going to lead, and how things really are for me and being in the union world of electrical work. Please, believe me and try to understand me. Please, that's all I ask. Please. But if you don't, if you're not skeptical, keep watching this channel and I'm going to give you the day by day and the play by play of my work experiences. And I've been doing this for a long time, but yeah, I still get treated like I'm stupid, I'm slow, I'm not too bright. This is based on my looks. And I guess maybe my mannerism a little bit too. Anyway, I'll let him to finish a little bit.
On getting all that education, focus more time on getting some connections. Getting to know the right people.
That's it.
Not the right
bumps. That's it.
Get to know the right people.
That's it.
And you can find yourself making high six figures sitting on your ass.
That's right.
With no education.
That's what the world's
Probably
about.
can't read, ain't got to know how to read none of that shit. And you looking at somebody with 10 times the education you got, borrowing money from you.
American dream.
Life.
American dream.
April Fool's joke.
That's it. So, you know what? He about to say something, and the only question I have to ask is, how did they make out compared to you at this age and at this stage in your life? How did they make out? And I bet you Santa Claus gave them something, and you got this, and you begging for a better job. Let's find out. But let's find out what he was saying. And this is the answer, and this is a reactionary to what he's about to say. Okay? Maybe Santa Claus got you something. You was a bad boy at that time. But I wonder what your friends got compared to what you got now. And I bet you Santa Claus got them something good now. But let's see.
But
answer that question.
Christmas came round. Santa Claus ain't bring them nothing. Santa Claus brought me something. They said if you be good, Santa Claus will bring you something. Be bad, Santa Claus won't bring you nothing. They was good, got nothing. I was bad, still got something. April Fool. So, those of y'all who felt hoodwinked, bamboozled,
Answer the question.
or what have you because of the April Fool joke I did on my last video.
Answer the question.
That ain't got nothing on the April Fool.
Oops, sorry.
You vote for him. He win. She win. April Fool. It ain't got no better. It just got worse. Everything you taught.
Well, no, it's a lesson learned. It should have been learned and taught to you a long time ago when you was a little kid acting bad and being a badass. Okay? You shouldn't be worried about what people could do for you. You should be worried about what you can do for yourself. You see, you didn't learn a lot. You didn't learn a lot of life lessons, and I think it's because you maybe have a father whooping your little behind, setting your ass straight. You gotta stop worrying about what everybody could do for you, and what everybody do for yourself. And this is getting back to the last video you did about how black people are, and y'all don't stick together. So y'all keep worrying about what some pale-skinned God-like figure is supposed to do for you, and I'm not talking about God or Jesus or nothing religious, but I'm just saying somebody like that, and you should be worried about what can somebody do for you, what can a black person do for you, what can you do for that black person, what can y'all do for each other. That's what you should have been worrying about, and worry about, period. Stop worrying about what everybody could do for you, what they promise. You're a grown ass man, you should know better by now. And that's a country bumpkin in y'all guys down south. Stop worrying about that. Stop worry about what you can do for each other, as a collective, as a whole, as an ethnicity, as a tribe, as people of like-mindedness. And that's why you can't get that job, because your mind's not like-minded for people who have that job. You ever thought about that? I know I'm a little ostracized. I know I'm not like my so-called people I know. I'm handsome. I'm articulate. I'm intelligent. I'm mature, but just Well, it's one of the things that I hate to say. I know YouTube is gonna ban me, but a lot of black men are not very mature or fully emotionally developed. I'm just saying. I see it every day, and a lot of them guys are not. And I think it had a lot to do with daddy issues and daddy not being in their lives. He would have told you, yeah, I don't got time for that silliness. Go to your room and stay there. Oh boy. Anyway, so yeah. So yeah. Anyway, I forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah. Stop worrying about what else could do for you. Stop all that. Stop, stop, stop. Hard work does pay off, but it's got for the right reason, for the right goals, and for the right endeavor that you're doing. Okay. And I know we all got mixed up. And you say, if I work hard sweeping floors, I'll be a billionaire. It doesn't quite work like that. So, no, it got to be for the right things you're doing. And if you see you're working hard and ain't getting nowhere, maybe you got to change course. In other words, strategize a new strategy. All right? So, please, people, this is 2006. You got to grow up a little bit, all right? And stop taking people for their word and use your own brain. All right? Use your own brain, your own situation that you're in right now, all right, and you can do better, all right, in a lot of ways, all right. Anyway, so I don't know. I'm gonna say more, but let me get out of here. He's gonna take us out. It was nice knowing everybody. Thanks for watching. I know it's been a 37-minute video. I hope you watch it all. I hope you like it. Like, comment, subscribe, and Big World's gonna take us out.
Opposite of what you were taught. Hard work pays off. No, it don't. Crime don't pay. Yes, it does. And I'm back on YouTube.
Thank goodness. I need you.
Bye.
Bye.